Hi guys, Di here from the Messy Palette. Hope you're all well. Welcome back. So today I have got a guest design team project, well the beginnings of, for Suzanne over at Non-Stop Paper Crafts and her new kit, So Shabby. She has prompts and freebies every week over on Line.arrow and her Ko-fi shop, which I will leave links below for those. So today I'm going to bring you something a little bit different rather than just a tutorial. I'm going to show you how I prep to make a journal, how I gather things, and at the end I'm going to do a little tutorial. So let's get rid of this for a second, and so I'll bring these over and I'm just going to show you how I prep for a journal. First of all, I shop my stash. So I have this little needle holder, quilted needle holder I found in an op shop. I found this Singer manual at a thrift store. They were throwing it out because it was all cut up, but I'm actually going to photocopy this and make some little notebooks for this journal. I have some fabric scraps, inchies and little scraps and that I'm going to make some swatches with. I've got some paper tape, some chevron tape, some more little 2-inch squares. I've got some eyelets and some press studs, vintage ones, some little mini pegs. This is a vintage tatting card with a little flower on it. Some fabric tape. I might not use all this, but I've just thrown everything in a box. A little embroidery hoop, press studs, some chipboard pieces, a little vintage sewing kit, some buttons, some cards, more fabric, some embroidery, washi tape, and that's just the kit. There's bias and there's little wooden spiels and spools and some little scissor charms and stuff. So I throw that all in a box, and that's what I pull for when I come to decorate pages. As I said, I may not use all of it, I may only use some of it, but it's all there and it's all related to the theme or the colour that I've chosen for this. Okie dokie. The next thing is books from the op shop. So this was $1, and it's got all of these black and white and colour pages all through that you can use for journal cards and envelopes, pockets, any sort of decoration. So that's just an endless supply of ephemera for all sorts of different journals that you might make. I've got this pattern book that would cost 50 cents. It's a vintage pattern book. The paper's really, really thin, but it will make little pockets and stuff in the journal. So keep your eye out for those sort of things. We have one thrift shop in town, op shop, that you can fill a bag for $10 of books. You can't beat that. That's a huge saving. I found these cross-stitch patterns, which were they were just going to throw them out, but I said no, I'll have them. And you can make pages for the journal, like just tear them up, pop them in, decorate them, make some really good pages. Another piece of fabric that I thought would go well in there. This is a an embroidery kit. So it comes with a picture already on it, and you just follow the colours. It's like a stitch by numbers, like a paint by numbers. But I found a whole bag of these that have got all different, very sexist depictions of ladies doing housework and chores and stuff like that. But I thought it would make a really cool cover. So I'll cut that down and it will go on the wraparound. There's a cockroach on there. Nice. It will make a nice journal cover when I wash it. I have folded and pulled some papers. I've made 2 signatures to go in this. So there's papers from the kit, some watercolour paper, that embroidery paper, kit, coffee dyed paper, more watercolour paper, kit, coffee dyed, watercolour, kit, that pattern paper. So that's just a start. I'm going to sew around most of the pages, so that's why I haven't sewn anything in. So I've just made 2 signatures, so they're ready to go. That's the leftover papers from the kit that I haven't used. And this is the file folder I have cut down. And this will be my folder, my wraparound. So I'm going to cover that in fabric and that will be my journal. So that is what that's how I begin journal. That's how I start off. So I may pull other stuff out. So the first week's prompt, which I'm late for, but I was having some video issues, was these dress forms. And the page that I'm going to make is actually going to be a little wardrobe. So I thought I would make some coat hangers. Let's see these little coat hangers. So I'm going to actually hang the dresses on there in my little wardrobe once I decorate them. So I thought I would show you how to make one of those really quickly. Grab my tools. So you'll need some, for these I have used some wire snips, some round nose pliers and some pointy nose pliers, some wire and these little coffee stirrers. So you get about 100 in a bag for $1, maybe $2 at the cheap shops, cheap stores, whatever, Amazon, Temu, wherever you like to shop. They're really cheap, and I use these to make my fabric beads and my paper beads. So instead of doing it on a skewer and then pulling the skewer out, I glue them directly onto these, cut them at the length, and then they're ready to pop an eye pin or a head pin or something through the centre. So that is how I make those. Let me just find... oh, that's not the wire I want. This is the wire I want. So I've just got some bronze wire here. This is what I use for making wraps around jewellery or cabochons. So I do wire wrapping. That's one of my many hobbies. So I just cut it to about, I don't know, an inch and a half. Might just zoom it in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so poked a bit of wire through, usually the same amount as wide is how much wire you want left over. Take your round nose pliers and you're just going to bend that one up. And go over here and bend that one up. Let's just snip it off. So the first one that you bent over, you're just going to bend that up at a 45-degree angle so that it's standing, where are we? Standing straight up. And this piece is laying over the top. Just going to grab a pointy nose and I'm going to twist that around that straight up piece. 2 or 3 times is good. Squish it down. Snip off that little tail and tuck that in so it doesn't stick out. Okay, so you have, oh, sorry, new camera, I'm getting used to where everything is. So that's just sticking straight up. Grab your round nose pliers again and we're just going to twist that around and snip off the tail. Straighten it up. And there's your little coat hanger. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Okay, so I am going to add some extension onto these little things and hang them. That one's a little bit small, but I've got other ones I've made already that are a little bit bigger. So I'm going to hang my dresses on their little coat hangers inside the wardrobe. So that will be the video that I make in a couple of days. So that's it. Shop your stash. Look for books and stuff at the op shop to use, old patterns to use as pages, that sort of thing. So you're going to be looking for this. Oh, come on. Oh, out the other way. So shabby, non-stop paper crafts, hashtag so shabby if you want to find others that are making the stuff. So this will be my guest design team project for the month. So I'll leave the links to Suzanne's coffee page and Line.Arrow's Facebook page as well. So let's have some fun. Catch us later. Bye for now.